Hello guys, karibu ndani ya Soccer Connect, your number one football analysis show in the 254. I'm your host Havighurst with my co-host
hapa Vincenzo Dipol.
Yeah, so tunataka kureview action yote. Hii show inaitwa Game Week Review Show. Tunataka kureview all the action ya Game Week 6. Kuna katim kamepata the first win after a very long while. Na kuna wengine bado hata bao ni shida. So tunaangalia vile kila mtu ana struggle na different fortunes within the same league. Yeah, so tunataka tuanze na the biggest game of the weekend.
Yeah, Arsenal versus Tottenham Hotspur.
Yes.
Ndani ya Emirates.
Yes, yeah. A very big game.
Yeah, ilikuwa game kubwa. At least our expectation ilifanyika venye inafanyika. It was a big game and it was a very entertaining game. And also I think a fair result for both teams.
Ukiangalia on the balance of play, yes. Because kila team ili dominate each half.
I think first half ilikuwa ya Arsenal, second half ilikuwa ya Spurs. So it was a fair result, I think so.
Yes, but kama kawaida ukidive in kwa small analysis, ukiangalia Arsenal, same old issues creep in.
Yeah.
Like conceding cheap goals, gifting kabisa at the Emirates.
Yeah.
Arsenal can't keep a clean sheet to save their lives at the Emirates.
Yeah.
Of course, ukigift team kama Spurs yenye iko na kina Son, and someone like Son, they will kill you. They will kill you.
So ukiangalia hapo pia I think pia history wise I think ilikuwa favorable result for Spurs.
Yes,
history wise yeah, ilikuwa favor kidogo.
Wali celebrate sana.
Yeah, I think nilimjua wale sasa walikuja kwa hii game wakijua okay, it's a big game, we will try to go for it, but we know this is Emirates, this is Arsenal and we have a bad record here. So to come out with a draw hapo Emirates, it was a big result for them. At least they've tried against Big Six, so they are on to the next one.
And then on that note, ukiangalia hata the draw for me is not even the biggest positive. The biggest positive is the way wali approach game.
Spurs.
Yes, the way walicheza, like big up to Ange Postecoglou, losing Kane and someone like Bentancur to injury and then playing like that. Ameintegrate new signings vizuri pia, juu first 11 yao iko na Vicario, Maddison and Van de Ven is looking a very good defender.
And also ukiangalia from the past signings, ni season yao it's like a revival, it's like a reviving season, like a Big Bissouma, Pape Metasa, yeah, and the likes. Yani wanajaribu, they are now in the starting 11. Yeah.
Yes, but for me I think the major talking points for this game ni Arsenal kama kawaida. As usual too, Arsenal failed to kill the game. They had two good chances in the first half to put the game to bed. Jesus missed a big chance. Nketiah missed a big chance. So these big teams, Premier League, any team, so long as unaweka kwa game mahali kuna hope of getting something out of the game, they will get their moment. So if you get a chance, I think that's the biggest difference between Liverpool, City and Arsenal. Like even though the marginal difference, because Liverpool wanna concede as well, but when you give them a chance, they will kill you. Liverpool will kill you. They won't. They will get a second and a third goal. Their defense is not as strong, but they'll get a second and a third goal. When you look at Man City, you don't even get a goal. For you even to get a shot at Ederson, it's very rare.
I think if you look at Man City, they start defending hapo kwa midfield. By the time ufika kwa midfield kwa defense yao, utakuwa already either you have less options or itakuwa tu unachukua the defense wanachukua bola.
So shida ya Arsenal ni unforced errors. Like Arsenal iko na like they gift a goal from XG negative, like kama ile ya Jorginho. It's not even a chance. Zero pressure from like akona ball, he has all the time. Alikuwa na option ya Saliba on his right, alikuwa na option ya Gabriel on his left, alikuwa na option ya Raya nyuma yake. Like it's purely unforced error kabisa.
I think someone like Jorginho, that game, if to be sincerely, hata I can expect kucheza hiyo game at some point, maybe in the 9 minutes,
but he's a
player, he's a top player, but ukiangalia pia fitness ya game hajakuwa akicheza that regularly. So I think people fault him a lot about that game, about that goal, but hizi vitu fanyika. I think you should just
errors are part of football, but it cost the team because ukiangalia Arsenal conceded immediately after scoring. Yeah, so another talking point ni the penalty Arsenal ilipewa. Do you think it's a penalty or it's too harsh? Because kulikuwa na similar situation.
Yeah.
Game ya Man United versus Spurs, same player. Romero, which I thought ilikuwa penalty game ya United versus Spurs. So
for me it's a penalty. I think I can relate that to, obviously ingekuwa even a Champions League game, it's a penalty. Because I think the rules say nowadays hakuna kitu kama handball unless the player hakuna option. He was down, hakuna option nyingine angefanya. So handball is a handball. Na I think here Manchester United against Spurs ilikuwa just a misfortune and obvious.
A normal day in the office for English refs.
Yeah. So ilikuwa tu bahati mbaya kwa fans wa Man U that time, but ilikuwa ni penalty, ni handball.
Yeah, so hiyo draw ime gap. Ukiangalia before that we go further, Son akona more North London derby goals than Gareth Bale na Thierry Henry. Son has 6, the latter wakona 2, wakona 5 each, sio 2. So Son is becoming a repetitive, take over mahali Ken aliachia in this fixture.
Alafu pia ukiangalia there's I think people tend not to go deep to look at these players. So mtu kama Bukayo Saka alicheza poa hiyo game. Alafu ukiangalia hata kwa nini yake in 19 games amecheza Emirates, amekuwa na 19 goals involvement. So hii inakwambia tu these are special players Arsenal have. Though when I was watching that game, napata fans wa Arsenal they criticize a lot. Yani nobody's perfect and nobody can be perfect. Sometimes napata msana nusubo like that, hiyo Jorginho tu bado. So Bukayo Saka, he played a very big role kwa hiyo game. Yeah, because he's the star player. So I think he needs some credit, I think.
And there's something about Saka in big games. He always stands up.
Yeah, true, exactly.
Yes. And another one mwenye alikuwa very disappointing ni Martin Odegaard. Alikuwa na shit performance, especially in possession.
Yeah.
Because huwezi fault hard work yake. He works so hard. He wins so many duels. Recovers the ball, presses well. But on the ball, Odegaard was poor. Very poor. He made some very poor decisions.
Do you think Arsenal were missing Gabriel Martinelli in that game?
In some instances, yes, because each team was trying to isolate the opposition fullback and their wing, and Martinelli is very good at that.
Because sijui mbona Arteta ali take that option ya kuanzisha Nketiah na Jesus in
Martinelli hakuwa available. Alikuwa injured.
Trossard
same, alikuwa injured.
Okay, but angeanzisha kina the Vieira na nani Smith Rowe at least, yani in that creativity in that game instead of going for.
I was okay with when alichagua because one of the closest thing to wingers when walikuwa kwa squad available. Yeah, but we move on. So gap between Arsenal and City right now imefika 4 points if I'm not wrong.
4 points.
Yes, 14, City wako na 18.
Yeah, 18, yeah. Alafu pia ukiangalia the Spurs game ukiangalia mtu kama ule coach wao Ange Postecoglou ameleta that new braveness toto kwangi hivi. Kwanza kwa big games I think they are always brave against City peke yake, but ukiangalia in big games against Manchester United they won it confidently. Yani si ati guesswork. Against Arsenal walikuja Emirates with now we are a team na tunacheza poa, but I think all this credit goes to Ange Postecoglou mwenye is the fourth manager in Premier League history to see his side score at least twice in each of his 6 games in a competition alongside with Ancelotti at Chelsea, Guardiola at City and Craig Shakespeare at Leicester.
Yes.
So now that's a good that also is a good record for a starter, for a new coach in Premier League.
In one of arguably the hardest league.
Imagine I think only one club amekuwa Europe ni Celtic.
Yes.
Peke yake. So you can just imagine that pressure na kila kitu. Minimize, akaiweka proper na players are playing actually. This is Tottenham. Yeah, we are seeing here DC Man City and Tottenham tunaona.
Yes, so the only thing imebaki ni tuone how long they can keep doing that and where they will end up, but currently they look on course to finish in the top 4. And then another small thing tukimalizia in this game is Arsenal wako na a small injury crisis because Saka alitoka limping. Saka alitoka akilim, Declan Rice aliumia, Martinelli is missing, Leandro Trossard is missing. So kuna so many small Partey is missing. It's a small injury crisis, but they should be able to manage.
But injury crisis, I think, is facing a lot of clubs.
Yes, that's why.
I don't know why, because players wamekuwa complain kuhusu this thing so many games wanacheza, like ukiangalia before season ianze, mtu kama Rodri alikuwa na nini,
alisema mapumzike.
So I don't know, ilikuwa kwa sababu alipata red card,
amejichukulia
red. But to be fair, I don't think so, because ungalia Chelsea has a lot of injuries, like almost 10 players.
Yes.
City wako na 5 first team players wako injury, though they are recovering at least. Ukiangalia United, Arsenal now venye nasema, Liverpool itself. Yes. So ni kitu ngumu sana kwa players, by the way.
So move on kwa next game, Man City versus Nottingham. It was a straightforward fixture. At least for the first time, Rodri alipata a red card after cheating the league for 4 seasons. Yes, we are very proud of that referee. Tutaweka namba yake hapo kwa comments, mchangie mpesa. Did a very good job. All the other referees wameshindwa kupatia Rodri kadi, because Rodri is averaging 8.5 games per yellow card.
I think Rodri is the best midfielder, so in no way question him.
It doesn't.
He is the best midfielder in the world currently.
Doesn't mean anything. Rules are rules. When you stop counter attacks, when you
but he's only good at it. It is not rough.
And poor officiating. You don't have to be rough. Stop counter ni yakonga yellow card.
I don't think so, but I think it's just his genius.
Rules are rules. Ni poor officiating English referees. So tukiangalia, it's an opportunity for Calvin Phillips. So now tuone kama he can stick a claim kwa hiyo number, because ukiangalia kama Kovacic amekuja juzi, na already Kovacic ako na 481 minutes versus 52 minutes za Philip.
The funny thing, Kovacic is fit. Na I think Pep has confirmed that atacheza hiyo game in Newcastle. So I don't know if kama, but Phillips I think ataanza the next game against Newcastle. Let's hope tutaona at least Phillips will improve. At least apart that Pep headache here. Now to choose between him and
Rodri.
He has a chance. At least 4 games za kucheza.
And before we move, Man City walifunga one of the best goals you'll see this weekend.
Exactly, walikuwa na 46 passes in the build up to Phil Foden's opener. So
uninterrupted from kickoff.
Uninterrupted. Only 2 City players hawakuguza ball.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's I think the second one after the first one yenye kwa 48 passes.
Yes.
So what a record here.
And then when walifunga, they had 99% possession. Forest Forest wako wameguza
ball mpaka ball ikaingia kwa net.
Like City wameanza kuwa shops. At least sometimes unaweka foreplay kidogo. City walianza tu na hasira.
Waleka ile gear yao moja. Walianza gear 1.
So City did Man City things. Score ilikuwa 2-0.
So ukiangalia only 6 sides have won the opening 6 Premier League games. Na Pep ameshinda, this is now the second time amefanya hivyo. Yes. Alifanya the last 2016 na now amefanya now this time 2020-2024.
Yes, and only 4 teams undefeated so far game week 6 in the Premier League, led by Man City, who have a perfect record without any blemish. Liverpool, Spurs and Arsenal.
Na ukiangalia hiyo win ya City ya the 6th one, I think there's only 2 teams wame win 6 game alafu wakaenda wakabeba title, which is Chelsea ya Mourinho the 205-6 and ya Pep.
Okay, so currently all pointers in a lead to Pep getting a 4th successive Premier League title. So to move on to the next game. So we've been discussing teams zenye ziko na style, teams zenye ziko na identity, teams zenye you know what you're getting before you even play them.
Actually, your game nilikuwa na watch. I saw a team. I saw 2 teams. A team inajua ball, they know what to do. It's only that the finishing yao ndio maybe poor. Alafu there's a team kubambanya tu, ajiki cha kufanya. Burnley versus United. So
Scoreline ilikuwa Burnley 0, United
1. At least for the first time they won in almost a century.
Ilikuwa sigh of relief for Ten Hag because I think angeluzi game pressure ingeanza kupanda from certain sections the fans. Kuna wenye wanamback but sasa kungeanza kutokea ka rift kidogo. Yeah, but the biggest talking point I think in my opinion ni mbili. Onana aliweka clean sheet finally. And I think they defended well, although if Burnley walikuwa it's a same old story against team ndogo. Because they play well and then they don't score, and then team kubwa wako na players wa moments like a Rashford, a Bruno, a Casemiro can just pop in the box alafu wafunge, and game imeisha kabisa. So I think that's the story of this game, because Bruno alipata tu one volley akapiga ball kwa net and it's over.
I think another story ni the old guy John Evans.
Yes, he had a good game.
He started, this is the first game ameanza United since 2015 in Newcastle.
Yes.
So it's been a long time since United. His boyhood club, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah, alikuwa academy ya United. So it's a big thing for him, na ni big achievement at least for his age to start for United at this point. Or inamaanisha the low United ameenda.
For me, there's nothing special. I think inamaanisha how bad United recruitment is. Because sidhani Evans akona anything special. They are so starved. Hadi they are celebrating, Evans anapiga pass, Evans sijui anafanya nini. That's starvation. Because easy pass ni standard modus operandi in teams like Liverpool, Arsenal.
Yeah.
We are seeing it at Spurs now with Romero.
Yeah.
Like zinapigwa daily, like ni kawaida.
Kitu kawaida. Alafu kiangalia hapo kwa John Evans, his first assist since February 2013.
Yes. So
and anyway,
and then the thing is, the Johnny Evans type of players, the Reguilon, United fans, let those guys not fool you. We've been down that road with David Luiz, Peter Cech. They can pop up with an occasional world-class performance, but if you give them a good run of games, like sasa ati Evans aanze kucheza 5 ama 10 games continuously, tutarudi default mali tulianzia. So
itakuwa worse because against if United wangepata a bit of a superior team,
yes,
than Burnley, hata Brighton too,
good finishing too,
John Evans kwa defense.
Yeah, so but this one we have to condemn. He inshallah ball 38% possession, so wamerudi Bruno and inshallah. So Ole nilisema so far sijaona difference ya Ten Hag na Ole tactically, because it's just sitting back Bruno, Rashford, alafu Mungu saidia. So actually that's what won them the game. And they're the same people when you wanna blame Rashford for wamemzoesha hero ball. Rashford amezoesha kucheza hero ball.
Actually nimeona in a lot of United fans, kuna some groups yenye niko, yani they're bashing Rashford, yani ni kama Rashford is like anajaribu kusabotage the coach, yani ni hiyo hard work yake haiko kabisa. Kuna ball nyingine hapo, there's a certain clip yenye imetokea kwa social media, yani unaona bali
tracks back hapa
anasimama na akirusha mkono, unashangaa okay, now this is the star player ambaye anarusha mkono.
Rashford is one of the worst pressers in the league since kitambo. Yeah, ako tu hivyo. So and United front three is one of the worst pressing front threes tena. They don't hunt teams down properly. It's so easy to play through pressure United.
But anyway, pia tupate credit. Ukiangalia hiyo ya Bruno ilikuwa very sweet.
It was a good goal. Very good.
Alafu ukiangalia, talking of Bruno Fernandes has now been directly involved in 80 Premier League goals, 130 games, 46 goals and 34 assists.
Yes, those are world class numbers.
Yeah,
you can't fall.
Achievement.
Can't argue against
yeah,
that.
But even though I can say most of the goals are penalties.
A penalty is not a goal, lazima upige ingie. So I don't discredit penalties. A goal is a goal. Yeah, so ukiangalia United walikuwa na 38.5% possession against Burnley. Lowest and United wamekuwa nayo against an unbig six side in the league since March 2017 win wakicheza na Middlesbrough. Pia walicheza inshallah ball. Hii inshallah ball United. Yeah, so tukiguzia Burnley kidogo before we move. Company, it's now imefika time ya ku prioritize substance over style. hawezi kwa kila siku mnagonga alafu mnatoka mkisema wametufeel na uko na 0 points.
I think ya company tumeongelea sana.
Yes, so I think ameanza chuma chake kimotoni. Yes,
so yeye pia ni coach mwingine anafanya redeem though ni Burnley. I think Burnley offer kupata pressure kulingana na last season. Though last season ilikuwa championship and you can't compare championship and
Premier League. The gap in quality is too big. Yeah. So United wako back to winning ways. This week watakuwa wanacheza Carabao and they have very handsome fixtures zinakuja hapo mbele. So it's a chance and some of their players are getting back. Let's not be so harsh kwa judge, but I am really hoping to see an implementation ya style in the next fixtures at United.
Yeah, and I think
if I continue seeing that in Shalabol, I think I'll credentials zote zenye nimepea Ten Hag nitashikisha.
I think if mjua pia performance si shida, ndio, but at least okay, say United they need to win. Ni anafaa tu kushinda just to maintain.
No, we need to see.
But now hiyo ball, I think United will just need to do another signings.
No, they can do it because Postecoglou is proving he's doing it. Anaitwa nani? Dezabi at Brighton. All managers waliingia nyuma ya Ten Hag. They are doing it. Pochettino hashindi, but you are seeing a clear style. So we need to see a clear style. Hii chameleon style of football doesn't take you.
See, if kama uko na pia na bad player ama average players, if I may call it, pia sometimes it may not work.
Spurs wako na okay players all across the pitch. Hakuna any standout world class player hapo.
Like okay, I'm talking of like Pochettino.
Arguably. Brighton, another team. Haina anything. Ain't any world class standout player. They just buy gems. Burnley wako na nani, and you are seeing a clear style of how they want to play. Yeah, so hiyo chameleon style of playing hujui wanacheza aje. One day they are dominating, the other day ni basi. You are not winning any league with that. And I believe Ten Hag is trying to build a team that can compete City.
Even a top 4.
Top 4 you can get, but we are not winning any major trophies with that style. Yeah, so to move on kwa Chelsea.
Yeah, next fixtures, I think my predictions were ilikuwa kidogo, only 3 goals it remain. Iko perfect.
Yes.
But I predicted Aston Villa to
hapa nilisema Villa win.
Yeah.
So same old, I think hata itakuwa chorus ya show every time we talk about Chelsea. Chelsea wali underperform the XG again performance. They played well again kama kawaida tu, but for how long will this continue before sasa the Chelsea fans anze kuturn on coach?
Yeah.
So Chelsea is the only side yet to score a goal in September.
If I may interrupt you kidogo, umesema ni Chelsea if kama return kwa coach ndio, but you have mentioned that coach has a style.
Yes.
Inaonekana.
Yes.
Though okay, ina work for Grau, though they're not buying. So I don't think shida ni coach.
Yes. Shida, unajua the fans don't analyze the games. Fans want results. It gets to a point fans want to win.
Yeah.
And the fans will soon turn on him because there is a fixture of Chelsea hapo kuanzia October after the break. It's not looking good. They need to gear up. And then another thing, Michael Jackson akona 5 yellow cards in 5 games. Jamaa kufunga hawezi sasa.
Only 6 Premier League appearance. Akona only 1 goal against Luton.
Yes, Nana.
As a striker, man, and you're competing with Alan.
Yeah, but I can't judge him so harshly. I expected it because I went and did some small analysis. It's the same issue I have with Hoyland. Coming to the Premier League, ukiwa with a few things to learn here and there. Because this one is a totally different league. So alifunga 9 goals at Villarreal last season. So you see, those ones are kinda slightly easier leagues compared to the Premier, because the Premier League, the space inakuanga compressed very fast, and Jackson is getting chances. Like every time I watch game in Chelsea, he's missing a big chance. So they'll need to fix up their attack. So Chelsea wako na 0 goals with now create an expected goals ya 5.5.
So pia ukiangalia pande ya Aston Villa, pia ukiangalia Aston Villa is the third team. I think it's the third team when you concede fewest goals with 11.3 in season.
Yes.
So ukiangalia number 1 obviously the top 2 teams last season.
Yes.
City 6.8, Arsenal 9.8 wakifanana na Villa. So na Everton pia kwa hapo. So umejua pia concede goals pia inasaidia sana. Yani not to concede goals.
Being mean, yes.
Yeah, being mean pia sometimes hata ukishinda 1-0.
Actually,
it's better off.
Most people wanapenda vile City wa attack, but mimi the thing I like most about City ni how much they restrict opposition. They go through so many games without Ederson having to, kazi Ederson ni kupiga tu goal kick.
I think as the rule of football says, the best way to defend is to attack, and to attack ni sometimes unakana ball.
And it also hizo stats zina prove a quote Arteta alisema a while back. Alisema Pep is the most defensive manager. Yeah, anajua. So if you look at the stats, the XG conceded, you see City ndio number 1, wame concede the least.
Yeah, the defensive ways, ukiangalia the wingers wa City who tend to fall back wasaidie the full back. Alafu that thing inverted whatever. Yeah, so I think Arteta was just right.
Yeah, so back to Chelsea again, there is another creeping issue. Poch is misprofiling Enzo, of which I'm not so sure personally na position ya Enzo, but I think he thrives well akiwa na hiyo position, kinda ile position yenye Shaka alikuwa anachezea Arsenal before akwe moved forward, the deploying playmaker role. Like the guy who, like a quarterback, msee mwenye ana make play from deep, not necessarily the 10, because anakuwa swallowed every time anakuwa deployed at 10.
I remember Chelsea fans wakisema ukipata Kaisedo hapo alafu Enzo songesha mbele kidogo. Matinzi dawa hizo. So I'm wondering, guys, I think 2 to 3 games. Yeah. Always atakuwa hapo nyuma. Enzo amesongesha hapo mbele kidogo. So
ingachemka. So another thing ni Silva pia nadhani miaka imeenda. He needs to be benched, tuache kutumia Colwell kama left back.
Shida ni moja. Silva is the only best option Chelsea.
No,
center backs
they are better center backs. They need to stop this Silva experiment. I'm a bit like, you see the idea ya ball ako nayo, but execution ako nyuma a second or 2.
But sasa hiyo ndio jina Poch.
Yeah, so
not only for not for the fans.
And finally, wachezaji Chelsea win 9 out of their last 38. So any game Chelsea wanaenda kucheza, you know where to put your money.
Anamesema October inakuja. October 1st.
Salga.
Nikubana. Londian.
Yeah, so tukimalizia na the remaining fixtures, Liverpool, West Ham. Nunez is finally settling. He's having very good cameos, he's scoring. Liverpool pia are very good at grinding out results. So Liverpool again come back, Salah breaking records left, right and center.
Yeah. Salah people are really underrating him this season, but he's really doing well. He's really trying so much. Ukiangalia, he's the 5th player to either score or assist a goal in each of his first Premier League seasons in a Premier League season. So ukiangalia after David Beckham from Man U in 2001, Thierry Henry 2004-2005 in Arsenal, Sergio Aguero from Man City 1920 and Erling Haaland last season. So he's top there. Bado ako pale juu.
So then there's much to say about Liverpool.
And I think this season, if the only person who can challenge, I think Haaland ni Salah.
Yeah, so Liverpool wameanza ku look their back, although I have a small issue with they are conceding easily, and you can't keep outscoring yourself out of poor defense in the long run over 38 games. It works in a few games, but over 38 games, it catches up.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so another funny thing, a weird start, Moyes has not won away versus Man United, Arsenal, Liverpool and Chelsea. He's never won
away.
Yes, at Old Trafford as a visiting manager. He's never won at the Emirates. He's never won at Anfield. He's never won at the Bridge.
Wow.
Yeah, so they tried, they put all the effort, but Liverpool will emerge victors 3-1. So tukiangalia Luton na Wolves, there's nothing to say. 1-1. I think just a small positive. Luton will put a point at home.
Yeah, exactly.
Which tulisema if they want to survive in this league, they need to get points from their home games. Brentford, Everton, Stone Cold Steve Austin aka Sean Dyche alipata his first win of the season.
I think this is a surprise result of the weekend.
Yes.
People didn't expect Brentford to be humbled huko kwao.
Yes,
so I think Everton walijituma. I think in this kind of teams at least wanajua wako chini, so wana try at least kupata point 3 against this in average teams like them.
Yeah, because it's not surprising, because there are only 2 teams that are not scoring in this league so far. Everton and Chelsea. Hao ndio wanafuatana hapo kwa underperforming XG. Like leo hata tumesamea Everton because they scored. And another positive is DCL was back and he was firing.
Yeah, alifunga.
Yeah, so we hope ataendelea kukaa fit asaidie Everton.
Uzuri Everton pia, they don't concede much. Yeah, yes they don't score, but they don't concede much. Alafu kiangalia hii game Brentford had lost 2 Premier League home games. Only 2 Premier League home games before game ya Everton. And it was only against Arsenal and Newcastle.
Yes.
So alafu Everton had not won a Premier League away game in London since May 2021. So na pia walijaribu sana. Sean Dyche had not won a Premier League game in August or September since 2019. Or maybe I think because alikuwa Burnley.
So ni kama anaachanga ikuwe ngumu ndio
ndio sifa.
Yeah, so ukiangalia Thomas Frank pia alikuwa on Monday Night Football akidiscuss his tactics and all that. So many people think Everton liwachapa because of that. But any decent analysis team can pick the things alisema hapo. And all these Premier League teams wanakuanga na analysis team yenye iko na all the data and all that. Yeah, so tukimove on to the biggest scoreline of the weekend. Sheffield 0, Newcastle 8. The first time in a Premier League we have 8 different scorers per score sheet.
Yeah, it's the first time. And
the first time pia Trippier alikuwa na hat-trick of assists. And Newcastle biggest win in 24 years.
I think pia the biggest Premier League.
Premier League. Yeah, so na pia ni the biggest away win in Newcastle's history. Sheffield United pressure, no win.
Pressure.
Yeah, wameanza kuingia.
I think tu wale tu walikuja kwa walikuwa promoted to this league.
Yes.
They can't compete this league. They can't cope kabisa na hii league machine.
Hata quality wise.
Go down. Jota company I thought ange perform like this.
This is a different kettle of fish.
Imemchemkia.
Yeah, na tukimalizia pia Newcastle for the first time ever in their history walifunga 6 goals away from home.
6 goals.
Yes. So records zilikuwa broken.
Mingi sana.
Yeah, na around last but not least maybe Brighton versus Bournemouth. There was just one talking point. Andoni Iraola aliongea before the game of how to press Brighton man to man and being perfect at it. And that's how Bournemouth got their first goal, because they pinned every Brighton walikosa outlet. The goalkeeper akadilidali on the ball, still got caught out.
Yeah, still.
Yes.
Aqua still.
The new one.
Yeah, unajua Desabi ametend to
rotates goalkeepers.
Yeah, goalkeepers. So
wote wanajua kitu. Wote wanacheza the same. So ukiwatch if you're not keen.
But me I prefer still.
I think
because still the last 10 games of last season still aliweka Sanchez bench because of that.
Sanchez alikuwa dropped kitambo a while after Desabi.
But no, alikuwa na injury before, so when alirudi akapata anasha cement.
Yeah, but the tactics worked. So we are seeing new trends. Moyes pia alionyesha if you don't press Brighton you can get them on transition, because you don't give them space behind to knock the ball and attack it. So Bournemouth pia ameonyesha if you can be very good at your man to man pressing against Brighton you can get them. But eventually Brighton had enough quality wakapiga comeback and dealt with Bournemouth.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, and hapo kulikuwa na Bournemouth Milos Kakes 13th different teenager to score Premier League own goal first since Bukayo Saka in November 2020 Arsenal versus Aston Villa. Yeah, tukimalizia London Derby Palace versus Fulham.
I think ilikuwa game somehow ngumu kidogo. Ilikuwa London Derby. Yes. So but at the end ukiangalia results just reflects how they are venye wako. So ni kitu wezi sema ni that ati ile surprise result.
Ilisha 0-0.
Yeah.
Yeah, so nothing surprising in that game. So guys, thank you very much. Tuambie maoni yako hapo kwa comments if there's anything tumesahau. Yeah, so don't forget to share, like na kusubscribe. Soccer Connect,
where the game comes alive. Thank you very much.